word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord. Teach me thy statutes.
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31, the Bible says the following: But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. What is interesting is that this is a promise of God. Now we know God's promise is to be yes and amen. But notice that it speaks of people that are faint-hearted. God desires that we would be strengthened in Him. And of course, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. But what happens when we really feel as though our strength has been stolen from us? What happens when we feel as though we are exhausted, almost always feeling fatigued? And if that's your case, then this message is for you. Is it becoming difficult to drag your feet into prayer and also reading the Word? And almost any Christians that I spoke to lately have been telling me that they have been feeling that same way. Tired, exhausted, hardly being able to sit and enjoy the presence of God in prayer, but also in reading the Word. And it's as if they're not feeling that presence of God. The presence of God is no longer felt or sensed, as if God walked away from them. Although we know that the Bible says otherwise. The Bible tells us that God will never leave us or forsake us. Jesus said, "Lo, I will be with you until the end of the age," which is a beautiful promise for us, His children. He says that His Spirit will be poured out on us. And why is it that we feel as though the Spirit of God has actually left us, although that it's still there? And let me tell you that if these are questions that you ask yourself, and if you have been pondering on these questions for a little while now and don't seem to have the answer, or you can hardly hear the voice of God, it is easy to blame Satan. It is easy to point out to Satan and say, well, Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's what we usually have a tendency to do as Christians. Always point out to Satan and say, well, Satan is attacking us. There's a spiritual warfare in my life. There's bondages that I'm fighting against and I'm still wrestling with that Satan wants me to be enticed in. And of course, Satan is a liar. He's a deceiver, and he will try to do everything to destroy your faith and ultimately steal from that joy of the Lord that is inside of you, which is your strength, right? So he might be able to manipulate your life and make sure that your faith crumbles down. But what if there's actually much more than that? Although we know Satan being who he is, and that he is like a lion who roams around us and hope to destroy us, what if there's a greater challenge that we must not avoid, that we must not deny? What if we are our greatest enemy, and that inside of us, within our hearts, there lays an issue, there lays a root that God wants to uproot, and that the only way that God could actually get our attention is if He slaps our backs against the walls, because for so long we have been, not heeding to His word, and today God is deciding to maybe, press us a little bit more, right? Or refine us a little bit more, so He would show us that there must be something in our lives that we are doing wrong. There must be an idol somewhere in my mind and in my heart that I need to rid off. What is it exactly that is keeping us from, feeling the way we felt once? When Jesus speaks to the church of Ephesus, He says, whatever, works you did at the beginning, do. Whatever love you had at the beginning, go back to that first love. And to go back to our first love means to not compromise on the things of God, to not mix up our Christian lives with anything that is of the flesh or anything that is of the world. And if we are still carnal in some way or another, God can be very likely using the way we feel today to say, well, this is a warning for you. You got to wake up. You got to start spending more time with me. You got to come to me. You got to draw close to me in prayer and in reading the Word. Soak deep in my presence. Have this intimacy time trump over anything else. And sometimes we might not realize that even ministry by itself is actually a big challenge. Ministry is difficult. It is not easy. And just like myself, you're a leader in an assembly, in a church, and that you're trying to love on your brothers and sisters. You're trying to disciple them, but also counsel them. And that oftentimes you find yourself feeding on people's emotions. In fact, God might be speaking to you and telling you that today you need to come back into His presence. It is one thing then to talk about God and desire that many would be saved, and desire that our brothers and sisters will grow And there's nothing wrong with doing that. In fact, all of us are called to a certain extent to do that work, right? We all have different investments and talents which God gave us to invest for His glorious kingdom, because we are called to work for the kingdom, and we are called, to be a good workmanship unto God through our works, because God will judge our works one day, right? But beyond that, we are called to spend time with the Lord. We are called to go back to a prayer closet and soak deep in His presence, because we can talk about God all we want, but if we don't spend time with God, it's as if we are telling our lover that we want to talk about Him, but we don't want to spend time with Him. And that is a dangerous place to adventure ourselves into. And sometimes we might not be seeing these things for what they are. We might not see these small foxes that will grow to eventually become a dominating part of our soul that is abhorring to God, and which prevents us from actually drawing close to God's presence and feeling His love as though God has walked away, when we know in fact that God does not walk away. So what is it exactly that is dominating your life? What is that idol which you have been putting more energy, more time, and more finances into, that trumps over that time that you should be spending with God? What is it that rises above the will of God for your lives, and that will of God which is for you to spend intimate time with Him in your prayer closet? It could be your social platforms, could be browsing on YouTube all day, every day, and not being careful and cautious about the things which you see passively, which the enemy could use against you. But that also makes you your greatest enemy, because you're allowing the enemy, if you're giving legal territory and ground for the enemy to come and beat you up and drive you away from God. So there are idols in our lives, and sometimes it's as simple as doing ministry work. Just like myself, for example, who goes out and preaches the gospel. And I'm not trying to boast in myself. I'm just saying that there's nothing wrong with working for the kingdom in hope of seeing more souls saved and cross over to the light. There's nothing wrong with loving your brothers and sisters and really sitting down with them and counseling them and loving on them. But comes a point where all of us need to sit back and relax and enjoy God's presence, that intimate time where we can be fulfilled and filled by the Spirit of God. So much that when the Holy Spirit of God speaks to us in a still voice, we know that God is still there. We feel His love, and God gives us from that strength, from that endurance, right? And He can mount us to become these eagles, which we read of earlier in the book of Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. So we can grow to become more like Him and less like ourselves. So, and the flesh oftentimes is not completely subjected under our feet, but we are called to wage a war against the flesh, and whatever we idolize in our lives becomes that that flesh that we feed. It becomes that idol that we feed when God wants to take over. He wants to overcome all of that. And today we cannot serve two masters, because either we will love one and hate the other one, or hate one and love the other more. And we are called to love God with all our hearts, minds, and souls in strength. And God is calling us to rise in prayer. He's calling us to rise in reading the Word, but ultimately understand what is it that is standing in the way. What is it that I need to remove from my heart? What is that root that is causing me to feel defeated, powerless? What is it, that root that is causing me to feel spiritually lazy, demotivated? And of course, Satan, as I said earlier, has a big role to play in all that. But there's also us. Have we become our own gods, just like Eve when she ate from that fruit of the tree of knowledge? And of course, today we have a better understanding of Jesus. Today we are growing and maturing in the Spirit. Today we are learning to become more like Jesus, and sin does not have the meaning like it used to on our lives. It does not overcome us. We are able to wage war against sin. But in the book of Revelation, when Jesus speaks to the church of Ephesus, He says, whatever works you did at the beginning, go back to these works. In other words, do again. And whatever love you had for me at the beginning, well, go back to that first love. And that first love was all about not compromising on the word of truth, not compromising on trying to mix up the truth of Jesus Christ with some sort of truth out there, or some sort of truth that seems or sounds right for us. Let us grow out of ourselves and die to self every day. And that is what the cross represents. The cross represents the flight from the world, the flight away from anything that God despises and hates, the abolition of sins in our lives, and the newness of life, coming afresh, coming anew in the Spirit of God, spending time with the Lord, loving on Him, dying to self, so we would be able to follow after Jesus. And that is my suggestion to you, brothers and sisters. Self-examine yourselves to see whether you're approved in the faith or not. Let that Holy Spirit flow in you. Let your cup overflow. Let it not run dry. And how do you do that? Repent from whatever you do that is intolerable in the eyes of God. So today, repent from tolerating these things, whatever they might be, and come back to Jesus, giving your whole heart to Him, yielding your life to Him as if you are crucified with Him, because that's what the purpose is. The mission is that we would look more like Him and less like ourselves. Remember what Paul said? He said in Galatians 2:20, I was crucified with Jesus. Nevertheless, it is not I that lives, but Christ that lives inside of me. And the life that I live in the flesh today unto the Son of God who saved me, I live it unto Him. Something along these lines. I'm paraphrasing here, but I want to read something else for you real quick. And I'm going to finish with this, and I pray that this was an encouraging message. Put to death, my friend, the flesh. Put to death your idols. Put to death the time spent with anybody else more than God. We have to be productive, and we have to go forth and keep doing the things of God. But it is just as more important to spend intimate time with the Lord, so we might feel that love and that, Spirit of God fall on us again like we once felt it. All right, so that is the message that I had to share with you, and I'm going to end with this. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And I'd like to remind you of the words of Paul that said that I've learned to be content in all things, and that Paul left all the things of this world behind him, gazing his focus on the glorious promises of Jesus, the glorious things to come. And what a glory it will be when we see Jesus Christ face to face. And this is my encouragement to you. This is my message to you. So God bless you, my friend. Take care.